Hey viewers, you're watching The Savera and I'm Vidhi Joshi. Pakistan's political leadership and military establishment are facing growing criticism after India secured more favorable tariff terms in a recent trade agreement with the United States. Notably, the US-India deal announced on February 2 reduces American tariffs on Indian goods to 18%. Pakistan, in contrast, remains subject to a 19% tariff despite intense lobbying efforts by Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif and Army Chief General Asim Munir in Washington. Well, the marginal difference may seem small, but it has sparked sharp public debate in Pakistan, where commentators argue that it reflects a deeper failure of diplomacy rather than a mere trade technically. Opposition figures, particularly from Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, have highlighted the contrast between India's approach and Pakistan's outreach to Washington. They contend that India secured a lower tariff by asserting its strategic autonomy, while Pakistan was gifted a higher rate only after personal lobbying by the army chief. Critics on social media have mocked the frequent high-level travel between Islamabad and Washington, listening it to rickshaw-style shuttling undertaken more for political survival than national interest. Prominent journalists and analysts have also voiced concerns about the broader economic implications of the tariff outcome. Asatour argued that Pakistan's exports are steadily declining, foreign investment has nearly vanished, and the country's economic leverage has completely collapsed. Well, strategic analyst has also questioned the narrative that Pakistan's leadership could secure concessions through personal rapport with US President Donald Trump, contrasting it with India's outcome. We were also told that the Field Marshal title and the minerals briefcase were the keys to Donald Trump's hurt, said one of the analysts. Yet Modi gets a phone call and an 18% rate after defying the US on Russia, while our leadership gets 19% after doing everything asked of them. Well, this is not diplomacy, it is transactional surrender. Journalists also described the government's approach as a failure of credibility, asserting that the so-called salesman-in-chief strategy has failed. You can give away Balochistan's minerals in wooden boxes, but you cannot buy respect, he said. Khan also claimed that the India-US deal went beyond trade, alleging that President Donald Trump had agreed to stop referencing the May 2025 India-Pakistan air skirmishes as part of a broader understanding with New Delhi. And according to him, the trade agreement effectively buys a new history, protecting India's global image while offering little benefit to Pakistan. Critics have also emphasized India's broader trade positioning, arguing that New Delhi negotiated from a position of strength by prioritizing national interest. Prime Minister Modi and President Donald Trump, they say, focused on mutual economic benefit rather than political optics. Digital creators also summarized the prevailing mood online that Trump is a businessman. He saw a manager and a shopkeeper and gave them a shopkeeper's deal. India came as a partner and walked away with the 18% price, and this is the cost of having a government without the backbone of a public mandate. Well, across social media platforms, hashtags criticizing the Shehbaz Munir leadership have trended as users accused the ruling establishment of prioritizing personal power and regime stability over Pakistan's long-term economic interest. And one widely shared post summed up a public statement that India protected its interest, we only protected the survival of a few individuals in power. Well, analysts warn that as economic pressure mount and comparisons with India continue, the tariff debate could further deepen Pakistan's internal political fault lines, raising new questions about the credibility, direction, and effectiveness of its foreign and economic policy. That's all for now. Stay tuned to The Savera for more updates. Do like, comment, and subscribe to the channel.